Hello everyone, and welcome back to Look Who's Cooking. My name is Jeremy Edwards, and we're going to make a fan favorite, Maryland crab cakes. And we have all the ingredients we need to make crab cakes, and not only that, homemade tartar sauce as well. So to start, we have about 2 pounds of lump crab meat. You can use whatever crab meat that you prefer. I know people like lump or claw or things of that nature, but whatever your price point is and whatever your preference is, you can always make adjustments to that. We also have Old Bay. We have about 2 tablespoons of Old Bay, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon of parsley. We have about 1 teaspoon of salt. We have about 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. We also have panko breadcrumbs, about a cup of that. And we'll get into our ingredients for our tartar sauce when it comes to that. And we also have 4 eggs as well. What we're going to do first, we're going to take our mixing bowl and we're going to mix all our wet ingredients first. We'll take our Dijon mustard. Let's go ahead and get that out of the container. Use a rubber spatula. It's a good idea to scrape everything off of that as well. We also have mayonnaise. I don't know if I mentioned that, but we have about a cup of mayonnaise as well. You can add whatever favorite brand of mayonnaise that you like. I know there are various ones out there, but it's also your preference. Old Bay, the parsley, the Worcestershire, and also we got to add our eggs as well. Let me get this, scrape that. Add our eggs, and we're going to add the whole egg yolk and egg white. Now at this point you want to whisk every last bit of that together until it's all incorporated and smooth. This is going to be our wet base for our crab cakes. Oh yeah, almost forgot the salt. Can't forget that. I'm going to add less salt this time, probably about a ½ teaspoon. That's because with Old Bay, it does contain salt, and crab meat itself also contains salt. So you also have to be careful with that as well. So once you have everything mixed up, it should look like this, a nice seasoned wet mix for our crab. Now, just going to take all our crab meat and dump it right in. And get that little bit right there. Also, our panko breadcrumbs. If you don't have panko breadcrumbs, you can use regular breadcrumbs. You can even use cracker crumbs as well, whatever your preference is with that. And with that, I'm just going to use my spatula. You can also use your hands as well. But when it comes to mixing, you don't want to overmix. You don't want to break apart the crab meat too much. You want to kind of leave those lumps in there because that is what people enjoy. People know that this is a good quality crab meat when they see the lumps in their crab cakes. And just want to mix everything together. Okay, it's almost there. Trying to make sure it's all there, all mixed. It smells amazing already. And there we have it. This is our crab mix. At this point, I'm going to form it into balls and put it on a lined sheet pan, just so we can get our crab cakes together. So normally when it comes to crab cakes, 4 ounces is the normal size that people go for. I'm going to make it about 3 ounces just because it will cut back on the cooking time because I am eager to try these crab cakes. So with that in your hand, depending on how big your hand is, just form it in your hand. You want to move it back and forth until it makes a nice ball. Add a little bit more crab meat to it. It's going to be roughly 3 to 3.5 ounces of crab meat. And just place that on there. Then once we do this, you have to allow your crab cakes to set and form in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour. This prevents our crab cakes from falling apart when it comes to the frying process. Also, when it comes to crab cakes, you can broil them, you can bake them, you can fry them. But today, we're going to fry some crab cakes. Okay, now since we have this done, I'm going to take this and put this in the refrigerator for 1 hour. Okay, it's been about an hour, and we're going to take these bad boys and put it in our oil. Now with this, you want to be careful because it is a hot oil. You don't want to burn yourself. So you can either take a spoon and gently drop them into the oil, or if you're brave enough, you can just use your hands and ease them into. I think I'm going to use my spoon. Okay, now when it comes to frying these things, you want to give it about 2 to 4 minutes depending on how big your crab cakes are. It's okay to pull them out and check. You want to make sure your crab cakes have a good golden brown color. Oh, it's a little dark. It's okay. At this point, even though it's a little dark, it's still very crispy on the outside, and it's going to be moist on the inside because of all the mayonnaise and the egg and the mustard that you put in. At this point, it should be thoroughly cooked all the way through and nice and hot. So we're going to take this and pull this to the side, and we're going to continue this process with the other crab cakes that we have. I don't think it's too hot. Okay. Okay, I think I'm almost finished my last few crab cakes. Let me give it a check. Oh yeah, these are perfect golden brown. The first ones came out a little dark, but the flavor is still there, but these ones are absolutely perfect. So with my spoon, I'm just gonna pull it out and try to shake off the excess oil. We don't wanna eat a greasy crab cake. Woo, that one popped. Be careful when frying because that can happen. And don't forget to turn that off. Now since we have our delicious crab cakes, I'm going to plate those and we're going to whip up a tartar sauce really quickly. And the tartar sauce is a simple 4 ingredients. I have mayonnaise, relish, a sweet relish, lemon juice, and Dijon mustard. About a half a cup of mayonnaise, 3 tablespoons of relish, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and 1 teaspoon of mustard. And I want to take that and just scrape that into another bowl that I have and just mix them all together. Some mustard. Okay. Now with my whisk, I'm just gonna whisk that together. Make sure I scrape the sides. And voila, a homemade tartar sauce. Just gonna take a nice dollop of that. Put that on the side of the plate. And you can serve that with lemon, tartar sauce, cocktail sauce. You can make a sandwich. You can do whatever you like. Put it on top of a salad. The choices are yours when it comes to crab cakes. So today we have made a lovely Maryland-style crab cake. My name is Jeremy Edwards, and thank you for joining us on Look Who's Cooking. I'll see you soon.